Hello. I brought a candle into the mix. My sister said it would make it more cozy, so hopefully that is doing its job. And I apologize for the band-aid on my finger. It's not much I can do about that. But I have got to stop procrastinating because I have been putting off making my Christmas cards and I have to get them done. I'm running out of time. Hopefully what I've settled on will work. For some reason, like a quilted pattern is kind of stuck in my head, so I kind of decided that I'm going to paint it to avoid a lot of texture on the postcards. I got these postcards in this tin from Temu. They are watercolor postcards and they are 100% cotton. And they came in this little green tin, which is, it's cute. These are the cards. I can't remember if these are hot pressed or cold pressed, but they have that texture to them. So the first thing I need to do is basically draw the design that's going to go on all of these cards. And I'll use this to transpose the image onto all of these. So I have this grid paper, but I need to trace out the card so that I can kind of know my confines. Draw my little line. So I've gone ahead and marked the squares, and we're just going to basically draw a design in each square. It's crazy because, like, to me, I'm just sketching, but this is actually going to be the design. And we're going to do, like, stitching around the sides. I think here we'll do, I want to do like a snowflake. Where's the middle? So the middle's like here. So middle. And then we'll do this way. We'll do like a little square here. And this will just be painted some kind of color. I kind of want to do some that are simpler. We could divide these squares in half. We'll do like a star there. So I'm thinking here we can do like a leafy pattern. That looks a little funker. Here, maybe we'll do another like snowflake. Does that look like a snowflake? I really wanted to do like a poinsettia. I'm not sure how you say it. I don't really know how to draw one. And then this part would be to here. I'm really not very good at drawing leaves. Like every time I try and draw them, I forget what I'm doing when I get to the next one. Like you can see this one's thicker, but that's okay. Kind of going through here. I'm not sure if this is working. Just keep going. Struggling. Then we'll do like some dots. Okay, I zoomed in. So we're gonna do this stitching over here. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just do a diagonals over here. Okay, so we got some diagonals. I think we'll go opposite this way. Okay. Adding some more details here. We could do a snowman, but it'd have to be like a simple one. A little hat. Oh my gosh, I just drew through his head. Oh no, his head. I think over here what we'll do is more of the like peppermint stripes. Is that what they're called? No, candy cane stripes. I guess that's it. I kind of want to do like a grid pattern. Do some more stitch marks. Red dot here, some red dots, some stitching. This one I feel like we should put some like of those red things around it, you know? Like, what are they, cranberries or something? Oh, I know what we can do. We can do straight lines, and then we'll just do dots on it, kind of randomly. Alrighty, and we just need one more. And I think since we have like classic motifs of Christmas, kind of want to do one more over here. We'll do a gift. So we're going to do it as like a little square package. Like a little bow. And this will come down like a little bow going down the package. Okay, oh my gosh, we have a pattern here. Now we gotta work on putting this onto the cards. Hey there, Tara from the future popping in here. As you can see, I started tracing the design onto the cards, but ended up not liking these cards at all and switched to a different style. So if you want to see that, here's the timestamp. But otherwise, I wanted to leave the footage in case you wanted to just check it out. So here is the footage with some music. Okay, so I've been working on these cards for a long time now. I've come back to them a few times and I've just not been happy with them. And I thought, oh, I'll add lines, I'll do this. Trying to get to the point where they look finished to me. I don't know, I just don't like it. Originally, when I had the idea to do this, I was like thinking of it as a collage with like different papers. I kind of feel like maybe that would have been the way to go for the look I wanted to achieve, because this isn't exactly it. So since I'm not going to do this style or this card, I was like, well, what else can I do? I can go back to the idea of collage, or I can do a totally different idea with like a simplified image. So I was thinking, okay, well, what if I did like a stamp? Like I carved a stamp. I've done that before in an art class once in college. So I was like, okay, I'll do that. So I went and got this Speedball block printing kit and these extra speedy carving blocks. And originally my idea was to do a card with basically just a dove and the word peace and like a little branch in its mouth. And that is literally the idea I sat down to do. But I was like, wow, this kind of looks like a stamp, you know, with the black and white and everything. And I was like, wait a second. So I'm abandoning my second idea of a dove in favor of my original idea, but in stamp form. So now what I need to do is get this on here. I don't really know how to do that. I saw it in a video, but I have to go back and look and see what they did. I got these watercolor cards to stamp. This comes with a black ink, I believe, but you can also use acrylic paint, which is more permanent. So I'm thinking we'll probably go that route. But see, this comes with the little handle for carving, the ink, another easy carve, speedy carve, and then this is to roll the ink on and then ink it. Some instructions. Is that it? Oh, I see. So this thing has these little different heads in there. And thankfully I have these as a reference so I can like know what to keep and what to get rid of. Will this work? I don't know. Oh, okay, that actually worked. So I think if I retrace all of this on this side, so it has fresh graphite on it, and then flip it over and do that, that will work because it's like not coming up in some spots. Okay, we're not going to use this one because it's messy. We're going to get a fresh one. I got 2 extras just in case. Okay, so let me retrace this with a pencil and then we'll try it. So I finished putting the graphite on. So now it's the moment of truth. We're just gonna line this up as best I can again. I think it's ready. So now I need my spatula. And we're just gonna press it down like this. Okay, so there's a little bit of detail missing. So I'm going to try and draw it on, and then hopefully we can make that work. Okay, so I finished inking the carving block, so now we're gonna start carving. So I'm just reading over these instructions, and there's a white on black technique and a black on white technique. So the white on black, you remove the positive image, which is the black lines, and the black on white is you remove all the negative space, so everything around the black. I like how this looks on the graphite paper, and this is basically removing the positive imagery, like the lines that I put down. So that's why I'll be carving all the black lines. And I was hoping it would say something in here about the different sizes. Oops. So this is a big one, a tiny one, and a medium one, I guess. Let's see if there's numbers on here. So we have a 5, a 2, and a 1. So I'm going to use the 1. And I don't really know how this works. I'm guessing it's like an X-Acto blade where you put it in and then tighten it. Okay. I already carved the edges out. And I'm going to put this roller down just in case. I didn't really get much out. I kind of feel like I need to do it again. Okay, there's that line. So basically, once I do it all, it shouldn't look like anything because I guess it'll all be gone. I kind of wonder if I should take these out for the time being. I do like that the block doesn't really move when you're carving it. Like it doesn't just like fly off. Now it's time to start. I think we'll start down here with the gift because it has such straight lines. Do the little stitches. I guess we'll just go back like that. I carved out the gift. That's how it looks. It's hard to tell how it's going to look when it prints. Hopefully good. This is pretty easy because it's just straight lines. I'm kind of feeling like I should just keep going, like whatever way I go. Like that. Like find a path and just take the path. I kind of carved out too much right there, so we'll see how that looks. I have a feeling that's going to look weird, but it's kind of like, oh no, not much I can do about it. And we're just doing this top one. Now that I'm up here, I'm like, oh, how am I going to do the stars? I guess I'll just have to do like one line at a time, like as though I'm drawing it kind of thing. I'm kind of struggling because my hand is like really asleep. I think I finished. It's hard to tell. Yeah, now we're on to the next step. I just kind of want to see how it looks first before we start printing and everything. Okay, so it's on there pretty smooth, I think. So we're going to go ahead and mark this thing up. Okay. And then you're supposed to kind of like set it up and then know like where your paper goes, but I really don't know yet, so we're just going to test it. And then once it's on there, you use the spatula. Let's see. Okay, it's not on all the way, so we need to try again. I wonder, when do you clean the block off? I don't know. I don't know. The girl that I saw do it had like a whole setup where her paper kind of fit perfectly where it was supposed to go. So I'll do that once I get to that point. That's looking better. I think that looks really good. I was thinking I could do it in red and that would be more festive, you know? Look at all these prints I got. Rich with prints. So I ended up putting the little carving block in this matting and kind of marking off where it should go. At least I think. I'm hoping that this is right. And putting this tape so it kind of, I know where it needs to stop. Okay, so we're going to ink this thing. Ink our little block. This is all inked up. We're going to go ahead and set this right here like this, right in this divots. Press it down. I think we've done it as much as we can. So now we're going to just pull it up gently. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Wait. Oh no, I put it on backwards. It's supposed to be over here. Okay, that's something to note. But it looks pretty good. Okay, let me try this again. I think we should turn this. Okay, we're going to turn it. And then what? And then when I put it down, it'll print here upside down and I can turn it. Okay, so we still put it down like that. Let's try this again. So line it up in here. And then just drop it down. Okay, then we pick it up. This one was a little bit too full of ink. Darn it. Oh no, I have ink on my finger. That's the hardest thing, is that there's always like invisible ink all over me. Learning curve. I don't think they're gonna be perfect, you know, because I'm not even an amateur. I'm a beginner to the max. So I'm just gonna have to kind of keep going and see what comes out. Clean my hands, make sure there's no paint or ink. Set it in here. Okay, maybe it's best to continue to use the spoon. And then we lift it up slowly. Not too bad. So as you can see, I went to town printing and I printed, I think, on every single paper except for one, and then I left them out to dry on my table. So while we're waiting for the cards to dry, I thought we could get my stamps set up. So I just have this bag that I keep them in. I was thinking about using this Merry Christmas one on the inside of them. But I was thinking of writing like "Printed for You" by Tara, and I have these little stamps I got from Michael's that you can kind of click together. Print. So we have printed. I don't know if I'll have enough letters, but I might not have enough R's. I could write like "Printed for You" by me. Printed for, little space, for Y O U, for you. Here's where we find out whether I can do Tara or if I'm gonna have to say me. Yeah, so we don't have enough R's, and I don't want to like print separately, so we'll just do it like that. Printed for you by me. So we got that and that, and then to put these away, you just click them back together. So I'm probably gonna go with black, even though that's not very festive. Merry Christmas. Printed for you by me. Yeah, I think this is probably what we'll use. I have two piles. I've got the pile that I generally like and the pile that I feel like isn't as clear. So here you can see the pile that I like. And these ones kind of like lost definition or aren't as inked, I guess. I'm not really sure what the terminology is. I'm going to proceed with working on these ones. Right now I'm just going to stamp the back because I feel like I can kind of set them out and kind of So that's what I'm going to do right now. So I finished printing the backs of all of them, and now I need to turn them over and we're going to do the Merry Christmas stamp. So now I need to just fold them, and I'm just going to put them in this box once they're done. I was touching one of them and then it got ink like all over the side, so I'm just going to stand them up like that so they're not touching each other. I think that's kind of why I wanted to use acrylic paint, but I wasn't sure if the texture would roll easily on the glass, so I just did the ink. I don't know if I'm supposed to seal these or not. I'm pretty sure they're water soluble, so they'll just kind of like start to run if I try to put Mod Podge on them. The idea that I have is to take the card, put it in the envelope like so with the image up. And then I was thinking I could do like a little flower stamp here. I think that will be cute. So I'm sitting here looking at these and I'm really nervous about them smearing just because of how much I can see coming off. It's hard to tell on camera, but I'm gonna go to Michael's and get some Krylon fixative and hopefully that should save these from smudging when I mail them off. So I sprayed them with fixative and they don't look any different in terms of like the texture, and there's no sheen or anything since I got matte. So I think they're all ready, which I'm really excited about. It's been quite the journey to get here to this finished card, but I'm glad that it's finally done. And I'm excited to write up all my little notes to all my loved ones and send them out for Christmas. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching my card making adventure. It was a long journey, and I'm just glad it's over now. I'll see you next time. Bye.